Merry Christmas, LC heads. From my angry, dysfunctional family to yours. I hope some of you can remember how terrible Christmas was when we didn't have mobile games to play at the family get-togethers. Anyway, here we are. We have saintly. I don't know. I don't even want to call her saintly because she's she's more of a Christmas succubus, I guess. We are talking about the main squeeze Maylee here, and man, did they do a killer job on her. Her sprite looks good. Her ass even jiggles a little bit. You just gotta look really hard. It's there. They must have been working on this skin, I don't know, since last Christmas, because damn, she looks good. I'm trying to find her cosplay outfit right now before my girlfriend comes over this weekend. That would just be choice. But here she is. She looks killer. Of course, there is a Christmas story. My favorite line so far from it is, I better not overthink it. Maylee's going around collecting presents. I dig it. It's funny. Right. So a lot of people excited about her. She's going from light element to dark. And of course, she's giving out gifts. And that's kind of interesting because it is, custom to her, right? She can give herself a gift. She has 2 different gifts to give. She can give them to herself, or she can give them to one of your teammates, right? She can also curse one of your enemies with the gift, and it has like the opposite effect. Instead of a buff, it's going to be like a break. So I think one of them is called, I think one of the presents is War, and the other one is Fury. So what War is going to do, if you give it to yourself, you're going to get damage reduction. Very nice. If you give it to your ally, they're going to get damage reduction. Very nice. If you give it to the enemy, I believe they're going to do less damage. We'll read over those real quick. And the other one, the interesting one, Fury. Fury increases all element damage caps. So that's pretty cool. Let's just make sure I'm correct about that before we get too deep into this. I did just run her once just to see what that kit is all about. Pretty cool. I'm going to tell you right now, for those of you that have been getting used to characters dropping that are like, oh, I'm flinch proof now, I don't see any of that in here. What I will say about her abilities before we run her and show them off, there's a lot of aerial stuff that she's going to do. That S2 is just killer crowd control. She really does a good job of throwing people up in the air. She can juggle a few enemies at the same time. She keeps them up there for a while. And it does appear that backstab and reverse cross will be very applicable. Just from what I'm looking at, I haven't had a chance to test it, but when she's juggling enemies, she's getting behind them a lot. So I can already see that in her kit. I think that's going to work great. And on top of that, you're going to be able to boost damage to aerial targets fairly easy, right? And she's got tons of that. So just a couple things I'm noticing already. Now, I don't have mine fully built. I did not have a potion to feed her. What are you going to do? We're going to have to take the old-fashioned way. And it's okay because we have plenty of content to grind here. I did pull her arc right before I had to pity her. Well, not pity. I think we went to, let's see. We made it to lap 3. And, oh, that's right. Yeah, lap 3, step 5. So we're on lap 4 now. It's pointless to do these laps because, well, after lap 3, because all you are getting every other 10 pull is a melee prism. And since we have God Relic prisms now, You don't really need to chase those. So for anyone out there that's kind of living 2 months in the past and they're thinking, oh man, I really like her. Here, I'll just throw another $300 in pulls here and I'll get a bunch of her prisms. You don't need to do that. Keep in mind, probably not worth it. So I would just go to the end of lap 3 if you're really hard pressed to get her, right? We will look at her arc too. The arc's pretty cool, right? It's got decent stats, nice strength on it. Same thing with the intelligence, right? The arc trait, axe equipped, so it's good for anybody rocking an axe like her. Big surprise. When only one weapon is equipped, light and dark, skill, and magic damage plus 50%. So that's nice. That's always going to be applicable to her in both forms, right? Because her other form, she's light attribute. In this form, she's dark. And when 2 weapons are equipped, it's 25% instead of 50, right? So the battle starts, vitality effect to all allies. So everyone's going to get vitality just from somebody having this. And God type unit, light/dark attack damage cap 1000. So they are throwing a little bit of damage cap on there. Pretty cool. It's going to work out well for her in both of her forms, right? As far as the tasty stuff here that we can teach our heroes, these learnable skills that we love so much in Last Cloudia, because this literally makes the damn game. We have intelligence down evasion, physical damage healing 2, and we have mimicry god. If you want to pretend to be a god, you can do that. We have hit point plus. For 2 SC, you're going to get 500 more hit points. Rem Rejoice. And then we have like some of the tastier stuff. Low SC abilities, Infinity Drive, light and dark physical attack / special damage plus 10%. And then we have Infinity Boost, light dark magic attack damage plus 10%. Right? So a lot of people are going to look at this stuff and be like, oh, there's nothing really that great here. 10%. Hey, 10% more damage to light or dark for 4 SC, 3 if you're using magic. Not too shabby. Okay. I think where this arc really shines is the Arc Ether reward. Yulmare Boot. I see what they did there, right? Here's what's really cool about this damn boot, this 6-star accessory. It's going to give you intelligence, it's going to give you MP, and it's going to give you mind, all in the 50s, right? But here's what's cool. Battle start, high chance for all enemies, strength, defense, intelligence, and mind, minus 20%. And all allies, strength, defense, intelligence, and mind, plus 20%. Holy shit. Look at that. With this item equipped to one of your teammates, you're gonna start the wave pretty much breaking everybody of every stat by 20% and boosting your whole team by 20% to all of their stats. So it's an instant break buff combo, right? You don't need to cycle through your breaker and go over to your buffer. This is pretty cool. I dig this right out of the box. This is going to do all that heavy lifting for you. And you can just get right to the good stuff. You could just get right to the action. So this is cool. Right, I have not got this yet. Might be worth the Ethereum. I definitely think it is. So that is what the Arc is bringing to the table. Pretty cool. And we have Saintly Melee, the Christmas succubus. I mean, just look at her. Look at that little sprite. I dig it. I'm not a huge fan of Christmas skins, but I really do think they did a good job with her. So here she is. She is a god type, right? Starting off with 1535 strength, 1240 defense, 847 intelligence, and 1155 mind. Okay. Her abilities, pain rate, charge, and deal a frontal medium area dart combo attack. We have Bloody Tree. Instantly close the gap. We love that. For a medium area dark aerial combo attack. Chance to give extinguate debuff. Right, that is what melee does. The S2 is some really, really good juggling. We're going to see that. All right. The S3. This one gets interesting. Fanatic Present. Frontal wide area medium range dark combo attack. Give a Pandora's Box debuff to one target based on the content of the present buff. And then you lose your present buff. So you're turning your buff, I think, by doing this, whatever buff you have from your present, you're turning it into a debuff for your enemy. So that's pretty cool, right? And then you can just, she makes another present, and then you can just give it to yourself or one of your teammates, right? And you're going to be able to look at her and see which one she has prepped, and you're going to know that if I give somebody a present now, this is what they're going to get. That includes her. And yes, I have seen that presents do stack. What I mean is you can give yourself the War present ability, and you can give yourself the Fury present ability. So that's pretty cool. And obviously anything she can give herself, she can give to another teammate. Yeah. So let's take a look. Oh, that's right, this special. Sweet, Sweet Calamity. Powerful dark combo attack to all enemies. Chance to give extinguate debuff. And that's lose hit points whenever using skills. So most people are familiar with that from her other form. All right. And we have her traits. This is where it really gets yummy. Sadistic. Her Sadistic Scythe. Axe equipped. Dark damage plus 40%. Damage cap plus 8,000. When hitting an attribute weakness with a dark attack. Damage cap 5,000. Crit rate plus 5%. Crit damage cap plus 4,000. That's cool. So you're going to be capping even higher with crits. I dig that. To enemies with the extinguate debuff. Right? And that's going to be pretty easy to get on them. If anybody's familiar with playing with melee, that extinguate buff is all over the place with her. So, and then we have Melee Christmas. Battle starts. Restore skill 3's SCT 12 seconds. And she also is going to have skill charge 3 in her tree. So you're pretty much going to be starting with that S3. Give unit present buff. There are two types of present buffs, Fury and War. These are given at random based on the set Paradox box skill. Lose present buff. You want this box. Yeah, hold on. Oh, from the magic, you want this box. That's what her ability is called. You want this box. That's how you give one of your teammates the present buff, right? Let's see. Or when giving an enemy a Pandora's Box debuff from skill 3, a set time after present buff is lost, re-give unit the present buff. So, very interesting how that works. Definitely something different that's just for her. All right. Let's take a look at these nifty skills. We're going to have Crit Phaser, Giga High Shaker. You want this box? Give one ally a present. Give one ally a present box buff based on the content of the present buff. And then you're going to lose the present buff because you're giving it away, even to yourself. So I'll show you guys that as soon as you start the fight, you will see which present she has procced in her possession ready to give, and you can either give it to yourself or somebody else. And then we have Attack Up Max, Fighting Spirit. We have Fighting Spirit Max, very nice. Strength and hit points 15%. Crit Up 2. Proud Force. Brute Slayer is up in this Moth. We love Brute Slayer, right? Beast, plant, insect, bird, fish, creature. Special boost. anti-type effect, damage plus 50%. We love that. Auto brave, auto protection, auto haste. We got haste in there. We do have awaken pride 2. Here's the dark goodies. Dark mega drive, dark attack rise 2, dark attack rise 3, and dark critical rise. So I dig it. We have Yule Feast. So I think I was looking at this. I don't have it unlocked on mine yet. I think Yule Feast is just like a pirate's feast. Battle end, fully restore all skills SCT, and 20% to hit points. So, yeah, cool. Very cool. We have Goddess Kiss. Very nice that she comes with this out of the box. She's just going to be able to revamp her MP with basic attacks. I was very happy to see that. It's not a cheap ability. You pretty much want damn near everyone to have Goddess Kiss if they can, right? Or anyone that's at least using their MP. She comes with Blessed Speed. This is like 8 SC. So she's going to be a little bit faster. Axe Mega Boost. We can add the other Axe Boost to this, right? 25% more damage and some damage cap. Oh, and it boost break, right? Ultimate Boost 3. Power Special plus 50%. We have the Skill Charge 3, right? Goddess Advocate. Reduced chance of taking critical damage. Skill and special attacks have a chance to deal instant death. That excludes bosses in arena, but it is very nice for tower. Right? We have Bloody Makeover. Skill attack on enemies with Extinguate have a chance to absorb 5% of damage as hit points. That is very awesome. That can help overcome the damage that you're taking from like a Berserk ability. It's gonna stack with Proud Force, right? So you're critting and you're healing off of that, and just when you're using your skills, you now have a chance to absorb 5% of the damage as hit points, whether you're critting or not. So Bloody Makeover stacks up with Proud Force, very nice. We have Fatal Flash. When physically attacking / using special on enemies with Extinguate, cut defense by minus 15% and deal damage, right? So next time you're fighting a Ruto with his 5,000 defense, you're like, oh, I get to cut that by 15% and do damage. Here are the Pandora's boxes. Fury and War. Here is Fury. This is cut time to regive trait 2's present buff. Present box buff. All attribute damage cap plus 4,000. That's very nice. It's all attribute damage cap, so you can give it to anybody, I guess, except for non-attribute characters, right? And it also has a Pandora's Box debuff. All attribute damage taken, damage caps plus 4,000. So, really think about that, because if you put that on yourself and you gift that to yourself, then you're now doing 4,000 more damage cap to any attribute. And if you give that to the enemy as a debuff, they are taking 4,000 more damage cap from any attribute. So by having this buff on and breaking the enemy with it, your damage cap just went up by 8,000. As long as you are actually doing an element, that's very awesome. And then we have Pandora's Box War, right? Where is it? Damage taken minus 20%. That's awesome, right? You put that up, you're taking 20% less damage. Yeah, and it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care if it's magic damage or physical damage. You're taking 20% less. And then Pandora's Box debuff. Damage dealt minus 20%. So now the enemy's also going to do 20% less damage. Really think about stacking that up. You're taking 20% less, and now if you give that break to the enemy, they're doing 20% less. So you're effectively cutting the enemy out of 40% of the damage that they're doing to you, right? Now, it is going to be a little bit of work to stack these up. We have the Bloodstained Suit. Damage taken from enemies with Extinguate debuff minus 30%. So you can get damage reduction 70%, right? Because if you stack up Pandora's War Box, right? If you give yourself the buff, you're taking 20% less. If you give the enemy the break, they're doing 20% less. And if they have Extinguate, which they will, they're going to be doing 30% less. So you're taking 70% less damage. That's just freaking awesome. You'll be my toy. Man, yeah. Axe equip, physical attack damage plus 30%. Damage cap another 6,000. And when defeating an enemy, if the unit does not have a present buff, give present buff. Right? Because if she doesn't have a present buff, she can't give somebody a present. So that's pretty cool. All right, it's going to let you turn chaff and cannon fodder into more presents. Very cool, very unique, very different. Again, nothing in here about becoming flinch-proof, flinch-resistant. Her kit can be interrupted. At the same time, her kit has some good reach, and she's going to be fun to kite with, right? You're going to be able to hit enemies from different angles, run up and down the screen, and then use your abilities kind of diagonally. That's what I've been doing. So I have seen some of her abilities be interrupted, of course. So it's one of these things where you're fighting a bunch of stuff, you might not just want to take it head on, and that makes things interesting. So yeah, she is freaking awesome, but let's get in here and see what she can do. We'll take a quick look at mine, see how she's doing fresh out of the box. I believe she's level 85 or something like that. 84. I was close. Here's mine. Right, we do have her paid gear. Right, the Frenzy Scythe, dark attack damage plus 20%, dark attack damage cap another 2,000. Chance for regular attacks to give the Extinguate debuff. So yeah, that thing's going to be going around. Mine's also wearing the Sinister Jinhito. So if anybody kills her, they're going to take 20% more damage and have 2 random basic status ailments. Yeah, I like that thing, right? Here is her cape. Skill attack damage plus 10%, boost movement speed, and physical/magic attack damage taken minus 10%. You do 10% more, you take 10% less, and you have some increased movement speed, and it's going to give you 52 strength, 59 defense, and 71 spirit. The Scythe, kind of went over it, but I forgot the stats. 500 hit points and 257 attack. This is just base. I haven't worked on any of this stuff. I'm sure we can alchemy it up a little bit. And I just have the Raider's Helm on her. Skill damage to non-bosses, 10% damage taken from bosses. Wait, damage taken from bosses plus 10%? Oh, I did not see that last part. I just threw on whatever other accessory I could quickly find that had some sort of strength value. Plus, it's a pretty cool looking accessory. Anyway, this is what mine's looking like. Right? So let's actually run this Christmas succubus. Damn, she looks good. And why not go stomp all over Lily's stomping ground? Straight to the White Lab. Straight to God mode. We'll go straight to Spirited Assault. We will rock this arc just to show off her special. And here we go. Alright, so first things first, let's just see what we have in the arsenal. The present we have up right now is Fury. Okay? So if I give myself the present, and Fury's my favorite one because it increases your damage cap, right? So you want this box? I'm going to use this. It's going to activate Fury on me. Here it is. Present box Fury. Boost all attribute damage caps. And remember, you don't just have to give this to yourself. You can give this to whoever you want. Oh, there's a robot back here. I thought they were all soldiers. Basic attacks with the scythe, just what you would expect. Here's the S1. I think you can get some backstab with that. I just have to teach her some abilities and I'll be able to trust that out. Here we have the S3. I'm going to run away and throw that. With the S3, a present comes down from the sky and just smashes the enemy. You're almost always going to hit with that because it's instant. But the second part of the S3 is she jumps over to the present and smashes it open. That is where she can get interrupted. I've seen this present come down, right? And then she gets interrupted. So it cuts most of the S3 out. So I'm going to want to kite with that a little bit. I'm going to run away and drop it. There it goes. And we got interrupted. Yeah. When that present came down, she was supposed to jump at it and smash it. But yeah, we got interrupted. And actually, okay, there's no mage here, so it doesn't matter. Here's the S2. It's going to juggle a bunch of these fools. Dig it. Okay, before we kill them off too quick, we have Pandora's Box Fury as the debuff. I think we got that from dropping the present. So, boost all attribute damage taken damage caps. So, it's going to boost the damage caps of all the attributes this thing has taken. Here's what I found too. You are going to give your present debuff to whatever you are directly targeting. So that's kind of cool. It's not just random. If you're fighting an army of, I don't know, 10 units or whatever, an army. If you're fighting 10 different enemies, you're going to be giving your debuff, your Pandora's Box Fury or your Pandora's Box War, you're going to be giving that debuff to what you have targeted. All right, if I switch to the other targets, they might have Extinguate, depending on what I use, which they don't right now. But the only one that's going to have the Pandora's Box is the robot that I've been targeting the whole time. So that kind of lets you choose where you're going to apply your break, right? So I like what they did there. Notice how you want this box is gone. I don't have another one to throw up right now. We have Present War. Oh, we just got that. Present Box Fury. Okay, that's the present box that we have right now. And we just got Present War. Right. So literally, as I was saying, we don't have a present right now. She got a new one, right? So now I can give myself War. Let's see if we can stack them. There it is. So we have Present Box Fury, boost all attribute damage caps, and now we have Present Box War, cut damage taken. Awesome. So I am rocking both of my presents at the same time. If I had party members here, I could start giving them gifts, and I could even stack the gifts up on my teammates the way that I have on her. Very cool. Anyone have Extinguate except, nope, just the robot. Yeah, that S2 is just great for juggling. Even the S1, when she does it, she does appear to get behind the enemy. Again, I have to actually put backstab on her and test that stuff out. But typically when I see a character's skill kit acting like this, you're going to be able to proc backstab and not trick wrist, whatever the other one's called. So what gift will we be giving ourselves this time? We have Fury. Pandora's Box Fury. So Fury is stocked, right? I'm about to get Fury. Fury, boost all attribute damage caps. So let's target one of these. This one right here, he doesn't have any debuffs on him. We're going to drop our S3. And there, that time she actually got to jump at the present and smash it open, and then it turns into an AoE bomb. And look at that. We got, oh, hold on. Oh, man, I was kind of hoping they wouldn't die so quick so we could get one of these breaks on them. Oh. It's okay. We have the last wave for that. There's actually a boss there. I'm going to lock onto the sorcerer. We always want to kill those bastards first. Well, at least I do. What box are we giving ourselves? Present War. Okay, so we're going to take less damage now. There it goes. Present box War. Cut, damage taken. So there we go. We got some damage reduction up. Not a bad idea for the boss wave. We're about to get hit with a spell. It's a good thing that that damage reduction does not discriminate. We're going to throw a present over there because this fool is just trying to cast left and right. Get over there with an S2. Drop the present on him. I am going to want critical phaser up just so my Proud Force can proc a little bit more. Oh no, we're stuck in machine gun fire. Throw another box over there for that bastard cast any more spells. Right, now remember we use Pandora's Box War on ourselves, so we're taking less damage. And now with our S3, we put Pandora's Box War break onto the mage that we are targeting. I don't think anybody else got affected by it. Yeah, it's going to be, like, from my experience, the target that you're actually targeting. So he now has cut damage dealt. So cool, I'm taking like 40% less damage from this mage. Also, this is nice because, again, this doesn't discriminate. So I'm going to be taking 40% less damage from this mage from physical attacks and from magic, right? Because it just says damage, cut damage dealt. It doesn't say whether it's magic or physical, so it's both. Very applicable. Very nice. Let's smash this fool. It's also nice to be able to juggle mages up in the air like that. It's great crowd control. Let's get some extinguate stuff going on. Oh, the robot has extinguate, cut HP when using skills. And remember, extinguate is also giving you 30% less damage taken from anything that has extinguate. So here's her special. Starting off with a red Christmas moon. It is AoE. There's her giant Christmas cake monster. I don't know where they were going with that, but hey, we got extinguate on the TR Rising. Oh, we did not get one on the mage. Kind of surprised. This is a pretty cool special. That cake looks evil. Okay, so we killed somebody. That means we have another present to throw. What do we got on us? Right. We have present box war, cut damage taken. And then we have a present war. Pandora's Box's present is stocked. So, it's kind of hoping for the other one so we could stack both of them. But we have another war present to give out, right? So I could give this to another teammate right now, and they're going to take 20% less damage. Or I could S3 that shit and try to stack it on... Mage already has it. Yeah, we want to put it on this thing. The actual boss, this thing does substantial damage. Oh, they interrupted the S3. But you know what? It doesn't matter because, well, it does matter. They interrupted the S3, so they cut most of the hits and damage out of it. But it appears that as soon as that present comes down, which is unavoidable, you're still going to stack your Pandora box debuff on whatever you're targeting, right? So now the TR Rising has cut damage dealt. Where's that mage? The mage also has cut damage dealt. So cool, we're cutting everyone's damage to us. We're taking less damage. Very gnarly. Very gnarly. So again, this is going to be pretty interesting with a party because of how you can divvy these buffs up. Oh, we you know what? I take that back about this, the S3. I did just throw it and it got completely wasted. The present did not come down at all. So, got to be careful with that. All right. What are you going to do? We'll just kite them. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that is one thing that I didn't bring is any feint control. It's okay. I mean, that's just a roll of the dice. What are you going to do? We're going to bust out of here and drop an S2 and float all these bastards. Unfortunately, he threw a spell. I can't let you do that again. So I did just interrupt one of his spells by throwing him up in the air. We did get our present to go off. Oh yeah, let's give ourselves a present. Since we just killed something. Oh, and our present break has worn off of the robot. Surprised we didn't give him one right there. Oh, I did see a present just drop. Okay, there it goes. What did we get? Present box Fury and present box War. So, cool. We are doing more damage cap, and we have cut damage taken. And look at all that nice healing and MP regen that we're getting just off of Goddess Kiss, our Proud Force, and her Bloodstained whatever. Alright. And we did pass on Extinguate, and we passed on Pandora's Box War. Very nice. That's 50% less damage that this thing is doing. It has Extinguate, so I'm taking 30% less damage from it, and cut damage dealt. So this thing's doing half damage to us just like that. And here he was almost a threat for a second. And why not? Why not show that special one more time? Beautiful. Oh, here comes the nasty Christmas cake. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there we go. So, right, her attacks do work diagonally and up and down. I don't know if you guys noticed that right there. Run up, and the S1 is going to attack diagonally. The present is going to drop diagonally. And that's going to be important to remember because there is no flinch proof here, right? So, that is Succubus, Saintly Succubus melee. If I missed anything, please let me know. Share with the class, right? And yeah, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Are you happy about this year's Christmas character? I'm sure as hell am. She looks pretty awesome. I love the outfit, and I'm usually not excited about those, but like I said, they really did a good job on this skin. And so far, the little Christmas time story is pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, she better not overthink it. Of course, there's some evil cult of bad guys trying to summon something, maybe even the Lord of Ruin, who knows? And they're using Christmas to do it, right? The gifts are packed with Etherion, right? And Melee, well, she shows up to make everybody pay the toll of faith. And as soon as she sees that there's presents, something takes over her. And instead of making everybody pay, she's just trying to get all the presents now. So we're going to have to see how that plays out. There is also a lot of good stuff just floating around in the event map. Make sure to go in there and check it out. Look in the mountains. There's some of the little searcher orbs. They drop some good stuff. There was some orbs here in the mountains. There's some bottles. I'm sure there's probably some stuff I haven't even got yet. But go ahead, go through there. Oh yeah, we might as well mention the special summon that's up. Limited gacha. This is worth pointing out. I mean, it's taken this effing long for them to do something like this, and they're only leaving this up for 2 days. What's noteworthy here is the unit rate from 3% to 6%. Hallelujah, it's about time. God damn it, it is about time. If you ask me, this should just be the norm. Our unit rate should go from 3% to 6%. But, you know, one Christmas, one Hanukkah at a time, damn it. Right? Yeah, if they were really on that Christmas shit, we'd be getting 6% unit rate to every banner. But I guess last Cloudia's on that Hanukkah shit, so we're only going to get 6% for one banner, and that's only up for 2 days and 21 hours. But we have Blade Master Balin here, yo. So for anybody like making a new account, right? Blade Master Balin's here. You have a pretty good chance of getting him. And Alice is here too, right? At a 6%, you're going to be pulling double the reds from this banner. So I do got to give them some props. I'm glad they're starting to do something like this, and hopefully they'll bring more and more of these out. So if you miss a character, you wait a little bit, at least you have a chance of getting them on another banner that has double the rate. So I don't recall the last time that they've done this. Unit rate from 3% to 6%. Maybe they haven't, I just missed it, but I thought this was noteworthy. Unit rate up. So very cool. Do got to give them some props for that, even if it is only for 72 hours. I want to give them props on that because I want to see more of that for everybody. So yeah, if I missed anything else, somebody please let me know. Leave me a comment. Hit up them likes. And yeah, I think we're done here. I'm going to go chill in a hot tub. Everybody have an awesome day. I hope everybody pulls her without even having to do the step up. I hope you get her just from your daily pull, and I hope you magically just find her arc in your mailbox for free. So, best of luck to everybody. Happy holidays. Whichever one y'all be celebrating, have it be happy. Later, everyone.